What's up guys, Ivan here. We're right now in Berlin, Germany. This is the stage as you can see, and I'm gonna show you a quick rig rundown of my setup and also show you what also the other guys are using. But first let's check out my live setup. So this is the stage as you can see. Now this is my amp. As you've seen on my channel, I'm using the Aguilar Tone Hammer 700 now, and this is a backline cabinet. But this is just my stage amp. There, all the EQ that I do here is just for my stage monitoring. Nothing from this goes to front of house. So I just maybe a touch of bass, maybe a little bit of treble, depending on how the stage feels like on a particular day. And I don't turn the master any higher than 9 o'clock because this amp is really loud. Have the drive usually at noon, and the gain depending on the bass also at noon or a bit less. But this is mostly what I've used to EQ for the stage. Now I've been using my Dingwall Super P for most of the shows, and it's been working great. This has Dingwall nickel strings, passive bass, and I use mostly, or actually always, just the split P pickup. I never use both combined or the bridge for these sets with Doctor Krapula. It's just mainly the neck pickup. So this is the main portion of the rig. Let me guide you through the signal path. We start with the bass, and we go into the quad Cortex here on input 1. That input goes into these different rows. The first 2 rows are this portion, which then go out to output 3, which is this patch cable, which goes into the nozzle, and this goes to front of house. Then the row beneath that goes to output 4, and that goes to the stage. Sound wise, I have 3 main sounds. These 3, A, B and Z, and D is just for one song. Sound A is just a clean amp with a bit of a bass boost, and that's it. Tiny bit of a treble boost, nothing more. If I go to the button below that, button E, I toggle an octave pedal, but it stays the same. It's just the same sound, but an octave below that. Sound B, you can see nothing changing though, but that's because what are the parameters of the amp. On scene A, it's just a bass boost. Scene B has some treble boost and some gain boost, and compensating for that when changing the output. So this is the sound for more rock-oriented tracks. However, there are no amp blocks on the row going to my amp for obvious reasons. I'm not sending an amp sound to my amp, and I'm not sending a cabinet block to my cabinet. So this is only going to front of house. From there, we go also into a compressor, the SSL compressor. It's not doing anything major, just to even things out between all the different sounds, but it's important just to tidying everything up a little bit. Then on the switch beneath that, F, I also have an octave, and then for sound C is just some distortion. We're using a simulation of a Microtubes Vintage by Darkglass. And for this I am also using a noise gate just to avoid sending some noise to front of house and to tighten up a bit the distortion. And the final thing in the signal chain is some low and high cuts. 33 Hz, nothing major because we play some reggae tracks, so I need the deep low end, and a 10K for removing some of the harsh frequencies. And that's pretty much it. So button A, scene A is the clean sound that I use for most songs. Sound B is for more rock oriented tracks, and sound C is just for 2 tracks that are really heavier and I need to fill up more space because they are soloing or something like that. here for drums, we have a normal drum kit, right? And then we have this Roland SPD-SX. From here, we're sending 2 signals as a backing track, stereo, and also using it for, you know, as a regular sample pad for electronic drum sounds. This goes, you know, to different DI boxes, and that goes to front of house. The drummer also has a mic, which is, you know, missing at the moment. We're doing sound check, or we're setting up at the moment. But this is what the stage looks like. Keyboard wise, we have this machine for some samples, keyboard for some samples as well, a laptop. We've got a Moog, which also works as a bass in a couple of songs, and a keyboard, which is played by Sergio.